Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Miners will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A first down for the offense. Touch pass on the run. Can't get him to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Rockets want to crank the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He breaks a tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a lot of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Toledo! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, bro.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Miners will hustle to the line. Motion from the offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it, let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. And an out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll try it over the left side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Toledo 14, UTEP 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
It's still 3rd and goal. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick a field goal?
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end. At the 45, on his way. Discards him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
He caught it, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short play. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. They're going to make it that easy for us.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll immediately call timeout.
Toledo.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Toledo! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Toledo, 21. UTEP, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looking for a block. It's Lang. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Going to try to get it himself. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's sticky. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here.
He's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's right on target. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the ground with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rockets. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Running back searching for a hole. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
He's got it again. The Miners get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give is to Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Toledo! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative